It's week 12 in the NFL season, and this is the week to see which teams in the hunt are legit or going to quit.
And Luka Doncic, is he really an MVP candidate?
Find out on the Late Night Peel. Let's tune in. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Late Night Peel. I'm Trey Redfield.
And I'm Nick Zelaya, and it's the usual. We just got football, basketball, pros, and college.
There's just no baseball because, it's November.
We're sad there's no baseball.
It happens. So, anyways, hey, let's get right into it. We're on a little bit of a time crunch. Let's start with week...
Trey, I'm never in a time crunch.
You're never in a time crunch? I'm in a time crunch.
Hey, half our campus is gone. We have all the time in the world.
That's true.
Now.
Our viewers aren't in a time crunch, though. That's the thing.
Okay.
So, anyways, let's get a little bit of a week in review real quick. Week 11 brought a lot of beating, mostly beating. Yeah, if you guys checked out the Thursday night game, Myles Garrett got a little angry, or Mason Rudolph seems to get a little angry at Myles Garrett, and Myles Garrett just took it off, man, for some unknown reason. He didn't like it at all. He hit Mason Rudolph with his own helmet. I can't believe I'm saying that. Got suspended indefinitely. Marquise Pouncey, the Steelers center, who was trying to defend Mason Rudolph, he was suspended 3 games.
By pouncing on Myles Garrett.
And then I forget the name of the lineman, but the one that shoved Rudolph, if you guys have seen
it was like
tape,
Ojoko something
like that. He's suspended 1 game, and both teams were fined $250,000. So
I'm pretty sure Garrett and his team, his agent or whoever goes with him to court, they went to court today.
Did they actually go to court?
I think there was something at court today.
No way.
And I think part of their argument might be...
No, they were appealing. It was appealing to the NFL.
Yeah.
They were appealing to the NFL.
And I think part of the argument might have been that this happened in 2013. I forget the name of the player.
Richie Incognito.
And dude who hit him. I forget his name.
Yeah.
The player who hit him only got suspended for 2 preseason games and 1 regular season game. And Myles Garrett got 6, and people are saying he deserves more next season.
6 and a little bit more.
Yeah, probably, so we'll see. We'll see what happens with this.
Who knows? All I know is that he is freaking insane. Hey, another take from Week 11 is that the Ravens are really freaking good. I am here to say, as a fan of the New England Patriots,
he's scared. I know he's scared.
The Baltimore Ravens are the better team, and there is no doubt in my mind they are the best team in the NFL right now. Patriots offense is not really doing anything when a player on the Patriots is wearing number 11 and he's throwing touchdowns and his name is not Drew Bledsoe. There is an issue. There is an issue, and that's literally the reason why the Pats won.
Brady didn't have a touchdown.
Yeah, he did not. And at the end, and also if we're talking about old quarterbacks, Phillip Rivers is done. Too many kids, too many interceptions. He sucks. Okay, I draft him in fantasy 2 of my leagues. Sucks.
He's going to be spending the rest of his Sunday.
Or 3. All 3 of my teams. Done. He's done.
Big religious guy.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong
with that.
Nothing wrong whatsoever.
Nothing wrong with that. I love Phillip Rivers, but he's slowly on the decline. I'm very sorry. But, hey, as stated in my hot take, it's Week 12, and we finally get to see who's legit and who's going to quit. So, looking at the NFL playoff picture right now, in order of the seeds in the AFC, it is the Patriots, Ravens, Chiefs, Colts, Bills, then the Texans. And then, so there are 3 teams in the hunt, Nick. There are 4. There are 4. There's 3, but one of the teams are a little wishy-washy, I think, in the playoff picture. So,
which one?
Let's just go back and forth. The Texans.
Okay.
So let's just go back and forth and get our opinions. So, you're in the AFC West. You know the most about the Oakland Raiders. What do you think? Are they legit? Or are they going to quit?
I don't think they're legit.
You think they're going to quit?
Yeah. I don't.
Why is that?
I don't. Derek Carr's so inconsistent. If he was a reliable quarterback, I would say okay.
Well, he was that 1 year until he broke his.
Okay, well this year he hasn't done. He's put no headlines. He's done very not much. He's had a couple games here and there where he's looked all right, but overall, Derek Carr has not looked like a great quarterback.
I think this team is. It's good. They're all right.
I don't think they're a playoff team.
They have a very easy schedule, and if they really are legit with those teams, then they're not going to be.
They barely beat the Chargers.
Yeah.
Last week.
I say Their schedule could make them legit, just because of their record. But at the end of the day, if they were playing a schedule like the Patriots, they would quit immediately.
If they squeeze in at a 6 seed, who's the 3 seed in the AFC?
The 3 seed in the AFC is
right?
the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs would obliterate them.
Yeah, it would not be good. But yeah. So, you got a team for me?
What about the Steelers?
The Steelers, well, I think they're gonna quit too. The Steelers are just not. I mean, it's not the most sound team in the NFL.
Rudolph looked bad.
Mason Rudolph isn't really looking too good right now, and he's. I'll tell you what, with a little bit of a bump on his head, if he plays soon, he's not gonna look too good either. So I mean,
I think the only reason the Steelers should keep playing this year is their Week 13 matchup against Cleveland again. Yeah. When they come into Pittsburgh this time.
Yeah, there will be.
That should be fun.
That'll be a game. That'll be a game the NFL doesn't want you to watch whatsoever. So
that's the only reason I would want Myles Garrett to play that game.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to watch.
It would be. So now let's take into the AFC South. Let's bring the Colts into this one. Why not? You go first with the Titans. Are they legit or are they going to quit? I think they're going to quit.
I think they're going to quit.
Hey, Ryan Tannehill is their quarterback. He's playing some good football, but the question is, can he really do it with the team that he has in Nashville?
He has nobody around him.
No one. His running back is taller than him, I think.
Tennessee is just. Ugh. I mean, I just think Indy's going to squeeze in there with the AFC South.
I think so as well. And if we're gonna keep going on the AFC South, I think the Houston Texans are legit.
I think so too.
I think they're. I mean, it is a good football team there. It's just not really showing.
I mean, they have one of the best quarterbacks in the
exactly.
league. I mean,
I really think this playoff picture is going to stay where it is. It's not going to get.
I don't think
it's not going to get that exciting. I mean, no playoff picture. I think this year is going to get really exciting. The Colts look really good. The Texans have a great quarterback in Deshaun Watson. Patrick Mahomes is getting back to his usual self, but I don't think I think they're out of time in recovering from losing Mahomes.
Yeah.
So I just think the Patriots and the Ravens are going to be the 1 and the 2 seed. Just really
that's most likely going to be the AFC Championship. I think.
Who knows? I mean, who knows? At the end of the day,
if the playoff picture were to stay where it was.
The Patriots
the Chiefs and Texans would make some noise, but the Bills and Colts won't do anything.
Right.
Especially the Bills. Don't even get me started with the Bills.
Yeah.
The Broncos are going to beat them this week. So.
I don't know about that one. But,
know about that one.
But yeah, so taking into the NFC now. In order, it is the Niners. The Niners, Packers, potential NFC Championship matchup. Third is the Saints. Fourth right now is the Cowboys. Fifth is the Seahawks, and sixth is the Vikings after pulling off a very impressive win against the Broncos, down 20 going into the second half.
No, that was the Pack. Can we not talk about that, please? That's a tough loss for me to talk about.
The Falcons have seen worse. So I mean,
have seen worse.
But yeah, so in the hunt are the Rams, the Eagles, and the Panthers. Let's start with the LA Rams, the defending NFC champions. Not really looking so hot right now, Nick. Are they legit or are they going to quit? They have a huge game this week.
The thing is and I might jump ahead a little bit, with Los Angeles and Philly, they're good teams. They are playoff teams. But they're looking at Minnesota and Seattle, who are already 2 games ahead of them in the wild card, and there's 5 games left in the season.
I think they're legit, but at the end of the day, they are going to quit because of what's in front of them. Exactly. So the end result is that they're going to quit. Just plain and simple.
I think... You guys can't see our list, but I think all these teams are going to quit. I don't think they have any shot.
I really don't think so either.
I think the NFC will stay the same as well. The only thing, maybe the seedings will change a little bit. Maybe Seattle will bump ahead of San Francisco. Something will happen. Maybe.
I mean, at the end of the day, the Rams, they aren't the strongest team.
They've just had a rough season.
They're struggling with injuries.
It's not been 2018.
No, I mean they already lost 2 of their cornerbacks from last year. Yeah, they have Jalen Ramsey, but it's not the same firepower from Aqib Talib and Marcus Peters. It's a little odd there. And Brandon Cooks isn't playing the way Brandon Cooks plays. Cooper Kupp's slowly going down. We love Cooper Kupp. We love Cooper Kupp.
Crushing us.
So yeah, and then let's just
Todd Gurley.
We're talking about receivers. Let's just go right into the Eagles, man. I mean, their wide receiver production is it's last in the league, second to last, something like that. So
last week against New England was awful.
Oh my gosh, it was so bad.
You would think, we only allowed 17 points to the Patriots. We can maybe win this game. No, they put up 10 against the Patriots.
Yeah, it was.
And Aguilar had that one catch in the end zone that he just completely. It was
contested.
It was contested.
But
he could have caught that.
But any wide receiver probably could have.
An NFL receiver could have caught that.
No doubt. No doubt in my mind. But who knows? That's why you played a game. And now, let's transition from the ones who throw the ball to the wide receivers to quarterbacks. And there's an issue kind of in Charlotte with the Carolina Panthers. And I just think with Kyle Allen throwing 4 picks, getting sacked 5 times, and only having Christian McCaffrey as like his main weapon. Yeah, DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel, they're good, but only having a legit weapon in Christian McCaffrey is the reason why the Panthers are going to quit. Yeah. Would you agree with that?
I agree with that. I think at this point, the only hope for the Panthers is McCaffrey gets MVP.
Yeah.
Looks good for the Panthers, but that's about it.
Who knows? He'll be on NFC offensive.
And Cam Newton, who knows what's the deal? I don't even know the deal.
He's going to Chicago. That's just plain simple. Predictions. Pretty good week this week.
It's a solid week.
We picked out the 4 best games in the NFL, starting with an AFC South matchup. The Colts go into Houston. Nick, what do you think about this one?
I think this is gonna be a pretty good game.
Yeah. Rapid fire. What do you think?
Kind of feeling Houston.
You feeling Houston?
Yeah.
I'm feeling Houston too.
Feeling Houston. Yeah.
You got a game for me?
Dallas, New England. I know your boy. That's be a good one for your boys.
That should be a good game. I mean, hey, the last time the Cowboys came into New England, it was actually a very, very good game. Aaron Hernandez was still alive and playing. Mm-hmm. He fumbled twice that game, but the Patriots managed to pull out a victory. It's like 28-24 or something like that. I think it's gonna be the same kind of game.
Close game.
It's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a great game for Joe Buck to mess up, and the Patriots are going to take this one. I think. They're just. I got a feeling that their offense is going to get back into shape.
I'm not the greatest Patriots fan, but I got to go with them.
Yeah.
I think they're just the better team overall.
All right, Packers, Niners.
I think the Niners are going to get this one.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're going to bounce back. I mean, past couple weeks have been iffy for them, but
I think Sunday Night Football, Aaron Rodgers,
I feel like it's always his time to shine.
It's a great combination. I like the Packers in this one. I feel like Aaron Jones, the Niners may have a plan for Aaron Jones, but that means someone else is going to stand out.
Yeah.
They're not going to plan as well for someone as they do with Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones. So I feel like a player like Jamal Williams will really stand out, and that's going to be the reason why the Packers win this one.
The 49ers have a good D-line, though.
They do.
The running game could be definitely slowed down.
Right. So now let's take it down a little bit into Southern California. Ravens, Rams. What do you think, Nick?
I think the Ravens are going to win.
Think the Ravens?
Yeah. It's kind of hard to vote against Lamar Jackson at this point. I mean,
it sucks. Yeah. It hurts. I'm taking the Ravens, unfortunately.
He's good.
So now, Nick, let's quickly go into the NBA. Carmelo Anthony, our boy Carmelo Anthony, is back in the NBA, signing a non-guaranteed deal with the Portland Trailblazers. So, what do you say about his debut? He was minus 20. He wasn't the best. It was his first game back,
10
though.
Points,
he had 10 points. He was 2 for 3 beyond the arc. Nick, what do you think about
Melo? Man hasn't played an NBA game in over a year.
That's true.
A lot of people are saying he looked awful in his debut. I'm going to cut him some slack. I mean, it's a warm-up game, He just had to get back into the groove of things. I think he'll be all right.
I think he's just blessed for the opportunity.
Oh, yeah, of course. He's just blessed for the opportunity.
He's just blessed.
I think Melo, he'll be a solid piece in that team. I mean, unfortunately, they did lose to the Pelicans, which is bad. They lost by 11 to them. So
but there was no Damian. There was no Dame, right?
Still, the Blazers are 12th in the West right now. They're not having a great season. So the Blazers are not having a great year. I mean, this maybe is time for Melo to step up. I mean, some veteran leadership. Hopefully, we'll see what happens. We'll see.
But now let's go a little bit south of Portland. Talking about the Los Angeles Clippers. Kawhi is finally playing with Paul George. This is something
I believe it's going to be tonight. Yeah,
this is something they've been waiting for since 2017. There was Paul George came out saying that he wanted to get traded to San Antonio back in 2017. Just
came out recently,
like 2017. This is when he was on the Pacers. Nick.
Yeah.
Well, just having that mindset that they're finally together. Will it improve for the Clippers? Will they be able to take down the beasts of the East right now, the Boston Celtics?
I feel like this is the perfect game for them to come back together and play against the best team in the Eastern Conference.
I just don't think they're going to win tonight.
You don't think they're going to win?
No.
I mean, I hate the Clippers, but I also hate the Celtics. So, I mean, I mean, maybe they'll go in a couple overtimes or something. I don't know, but
Celtics.
This is the perfect time for Kawhi and George to really show how well they can mesh together against a good team. Like, it's not like they're playing.
It's going to be a great game no matter what. Honestly, I mean, the Clippers just put up 150 without Kawhi.
Yes.
They put up 150 on the Hawks without Kawhi Leonard. This could be a high-scoring team, especially if the parts around Kawhi and Paul George pop off.
And they just have
and
so
Lou
much
Williams
depth
and Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah,
so
we'll see.
So I mean, hey, those are potential MVP candidates, but give me your front runners right now in the MVP.
Okay, so one, I got Giannis. He's just Giannis. I mean, he won MVP last year.
He's going to be up there.
He's just balling out like usual.
Right.
2, I've got to go with Harden. I mean, when you're averaging 39.2 points per game, I mean, I don't see how you're not.
He'll get up to 40.
Top of the MVP.
If he keeps it up, he's going to be at 40 sooner.
I mean, Jalen Rose the other day said he could see Harden putting up 90.
When you told me that, I was not shocked whatsoever.
I mean,
I would not be shocked.
The thing is I heard that and I thought, okay, maybe he could put up 90 against Jalen Rose if he was defending him, because Kobe did that on Jalen. He put up 81 against Jalen Rose.
True.
So maybe if, Rose hits the court.
Yeah.
3rd, I got Luka Doncic, who it's kind of that might be a surprise for some people, but he is. Because I was reading NBA.com, he was like 8th. So, and Doncic is top 10 in points, rebounds, and assists in the NBA right now.
And it's guaranteed.
And the Mavericks are 5th in the West, which I don't think any of us would have predicted, honestly.
Well, I mean, hey, at the end of the day, if someone that's able to bring that much star power to his team, it could show
at 20 years old.
It could show the V in MVP. You know, like he brings the most value to his team. So I just thinking of having the word value going along with an injured back that Luka Doncic will have throughout the season. It's gonna help him out a little bit. It's gonna cut him some slack. I mean, we've never seen an MVP candidate this young in the top 5, at the end of the year, because Tim Duncan came into the league at 21, coming out of Wake Forest, and I believe it was like 98, something like that. He was already top 5 as a rookie.
Yeah.
And Doncic, he's 20 years old, so I mean, who knows? We'll see. But
and then I have LeBron and Anthony Davis. They're first in the NBA right now. I mean,
that's true.
Nothing much to say about that.
That's true. But hey, the NBA might be going back to what it used to be. Celtics, Lakers.
I'm not complaining.
I ain't complaining either.
Our boys are doing well.
We ain't complaining.
It'll be 2010 all over again. We'll get a ring.
Yeah.
We'll tie them.
Okay, that's enough with you. Team of the week.
The Orlando Magic, who are 3-0 this week. I mean, I don't want to say very much. I mean, I know we got to kind of hurry things up a little bit. But Markelle Fultz is actually not looking terrible.
Really?
With his broke-looking shot and his shoulder problems. I mean, they just beat the Sixers by 15 points this week.
The Sixers are...
They are plummeting quickly. I mean, they were the last undefeated team in the NBA. And now they're like, what? I think they're
7-5.
7-5, something like that.
Hey, man. I mean, I know the Sixers have the Celtics number right now, but it's one game. But
so I mean, the NBA is
great
as always.
We really get to see if the Magic can continue it though.
They stuck into the playoffs last year and got a win against Toronto, but I mean
that's who they play tonight.
Yes.
So we'll see how everything turns out. Now let's go into college football. As we said last week, our big headline was down goes Bama. Now it's down goes Tua after suffering a broken hip in a game against Mississippi State. They were already up 35-7. The first half wasn't even over yet. Bama is now 5th. It is still 5th in the playoff. Georgia's 4th.
There were no changes in the top 6. There were no changes.
So it was LSU, Ohio State, Clemson, Georgia, Bama, Oregon, followed by Utah. So will Mac Jones succeed, Nick? Because honestly, he played pretty well in his game against Arkansas. He had like 529 yards, 4 touchdowns, something like that.
I mean, he's an Alabama quarterback. I mean, I'm sure he'll be fine overall. I mean, he's got like tons of weapons around him.
Right.
But it's just, without Tua, it's just tough to see.
I mean, hey, if Mac Jones isn't gonna succeed, I think Talia Tagovailoa is.
I mean, nothing's impossible. I mean, look at Jalen Hurts came out in the championship and Tua won it for them. So,
yeah,
and he was a backup. So I mean, anything's possible with Alabama. I mean, I'm never gonna.
And anything's possible for them to get into the playoff too. You know,
so, they just are gonna need a lot of help from SEC teams. That's the thing.
And the Pac-12 needs to go down immediately. Yeah. So speaking of the Pac-12, Minnesota lost. They're done. The boat's leaking.
I'm sorry. He was very high on them for a couple weeks.
I was huge on them. I was huge on Baylor too. And then they pulled. Then I realized, oh, they're the Atlanta Falcons. So, anyways, hey, the Pac-12, Oregon at 6, Utah's at 7. The way the Pac-12 is going to get in, Georgia's going to fall off some sooner than later, right?
Think so?
Oh yeah, no doubt. And so, I mean, I think they're going to lose to LSU in the SEC championship game. No matter if Bama wins out, they're not going to be in the SEC title game.
Yeah.
And you cannot tell me a one-loss Bama team is better than a conference champion. It is all about a conference champion in the Power 5. And if Oregon, I know Oregon lost to Auburn and Alabama may beat Auburn. You never know. You never know. Bo Nix is pretty good.
If Oregon beats another top 10 team, I mean,
which they will in Utah on
Pac-12. They don't play. I checked. They don't play each other in the regular season.
They don't.
They have to wait until the Pac-12.
They have to wait until the championship. And if Oregon does that, I mean, they've proven themselves. I feel like even after that very close loss, Georgia loses, they will jump over Bama if they win the Pac-12 championship. There's just no way around it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the easiest way for them to get in.
Yeah.
And that's probably going to be the only way to get in.
They haven't made the playoffs since Mariota, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And that was when they lost to the
That was the first playoffs, right?
That was the first playoff. They got smacked by Cardale Jones and the Ohio State Buckeyes.
I remember that.
So, yeah. I mean, that's basically the only way they can get in unless everything just falls apart. LSU finds a way to lose. Ohio State especially finds a way to lose.
If Clemson finds a way to lose, whoa.
Man, I'll be fine. Clemson's fine. They're strolling through.
Who would they play in the ACC championship?
They would either play Virginia or Pitt. Man. Yeah, not the strongest opponents.
Undefeated.
They will finish out undefeated. They will be the 3. There's no doubt in my mind.
Yeah.
So, anyways, predictions. We talked about Ohio State. It's the big noon game on Fox. They're playing Penn State in the shoe. Nick, do we stick with Justin Fields?
Yes.
There's no doubt in my mind. Justin Fields is cash. He's going to carry this team to the playoff. I think they're going to spank Minnesota when come Big Ten championship time.
Oh, Penn State had their moment and they choked.
They did.
They don't deserve a playoff spot.
They did. No. To Minnesota.
Yeah. And
Minnesota had their shot. Then they choked to Iowa. So that's not always good. Yeah. But anyways, that's really the only big game this week. But there's Saturday Night Football, and Oregon is playing Arizona State. And I think Oregon is going to...
Is that our 10:30 Pac-12 game?
7:30.
It's early.
Yeah.
7:30.
Yeah.
Oh.
But hey, Oregon's easily taking this one. Come on now. Yeah. No doubt.
Any debate?
No, there's no
okay.
debate.
All right. Sure.
But yeah. So let's.
Netters are boys.
Let's stick to home a little bit now. Syracuse.
Two more games.
Is going into Louisville. They just trounced on Duke, 49-6. I was sleeping, thank goodness, during this game because I think if I was watching it,
I was in many places around that time and I didn't see one football game on.
Yep. So, yeah, Syracuse is playing Louisville. Louisville doesn't have the best defense, and I think this is why Syracuse wins again. You heard that?
You know, I do.
Syracuse
I do
is
think
winning
Syracuse
again.
I do think Syracuse will win. Who do they play? Oh, they play Wake Forest.
They play Wake Forest after. So
week after.
Yeah. So I mean, who knows? We'll see.
We're still in contention for a bowl game.
We are.
Technically.
We are.
4-6.
Anything can happen. College basketball. Now let's get into college basketball. And like I said, anything can happen. Kentucky dropped to 9.
Yeah.
They lost to Evansville. Anything can happen.
They almost
lost to Utah Valley.
Yeah, that was what it was. It was a close game. It should have not been that close whatsoever.
So yeah, it's just a little bit of a recap, I guess, of what's going on. Nothing really much.
There's nothing too much. I mean, Duke's number 1. I mean, we're used to that.
Duke is now up to number 1 after two number 1 teams have lost, and it's been 2 weeks.
Yes.
That's unbelievable in itself, which makes Duke now number 1.
I think they'll stay.
They will stay there for a while.
Yeah.
So
until they come into Syracuse.
Yeah, and so James Wiseman is now ineligible again because Penny Hardaway really tried to get him to stay at Memphis. Just the way the situation's being handled, it's god awful.
I think he'll
Penny Hardaway's a great guy. Like he has everything in Memphis, and he's messing it all up for himself. It's like he looks like a good guy, and then he screws himself over.
I think Wiseman will be back maybe around like January or something, maybe a little before that.
At
but
best,
honestly, like if anything, the blame's going to go on Penny Hardaway. He could care less because he's going to be the number 1 pick in the NBA draft and get his millions. And then he'll be able to get paid and not get in trouble. So, there you go. And
how many games this week for Syracuse?
We've got 2.
Who are they playing?
Wednesday night, we are playing Cornell.
Not we.
Syracuse is playing Cornell. And then Saturday night, who are we playing? That was a great question.
How'd you not know who they're playing?
I had it up on a tab.
What's the deal?
I don't know, man. We play Bucknell.
Oh, boy. That should be
2
wins.
2 wins.
We'll be all right.
Next week is when we start getting a little more competitive, but
that's true.
We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, so speaking of next week, I mean, after all, that's gonna be all for the late night peel tonight. But anyways, we're on Thanksgiving break next week, but that does not mean the late night peel is postponed for now. Probably, what's most likely going to happen, we're going to do an Instagram live video.
Yeah, so, you can, start an Instagram live. You can add another person. We'll most likely do that.
Yeah.
We'll screen record it. We'll put
I'll put the audio on. So at the end of the day, it'll be on all platforms. It'll still be on YouTube. It'll still be on Spotify, which is where you can always find us. So, you
can watch the live, and if not, it'll be on Spotify.
Right.
I'll probably put it on YouTube. And so, we'll alert you guys what time things are going on his Instagram, Trey_Redfield.
Trey_Redfield.
My
and
Instagram.
The 2K Zelaya.
Exactly.
So make sure you guys go check us out. We appreciate all the support. Go like, subscribe, tell your friends. The whole deal. You get it every freaking week. So, thank you. Catch you on the flip side. Saturday, man. Saturday.
Dude, we're almost on break.